Hey guys, let's get more news about Steelers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Steelers floated as potential landing spot for projected $136 million WR. As Pittsburgh Steelers fans wait to see if the team will acquire wide receiver Brandon Aiyuk from the San Francisco 49ers, SI.com's Noah Strackbine proposed another trade possibility: acquire Dallas Cowboys wideout CeeDee Lamb. Strackbine named Lamb a potential target for the Steelers on August 14. With the Steelers making it clear they want a star wide receiver and are willing to give up a large contract and a trade to get one, maybe they should call the Dallas Cowboys, Strackbine wrote. Lamb has not reported to training camp, and he looks for an extension, and the two sides, Dallas and Lamb, don't appear to be on great terms. The 49ers wanted to keep Aiyuk, but maybe the Cowboys aren't so hung up on keeping Lamb. Owner Jerry Jones made headlines for comments about his star wideout, saying there was no urgency to get a deal done with Lamb. Aiyuk has been considered an intriguing trade target for the Steelers because of his big play ability. Aiyuk posted a career-best 17.9 yards per reception average in 2023. Lamb averaged 13 yards per catch last season. While that falls short of Aiyuk's average, Lamb led the NFL with 135 catches and posted a career-high 1,749 receiving yards with 12 touchdowns. He also had the longest catch of the season for any NFL player, with a 92-yard reception in Week 17. With those accomplishments, Lamb made first-team All-Pro in 2023. He is entering the fifth-year option of his rookie contract this fall. For his next deal, Spotrac projected Lamb to be worth $136 million on a 4-year contract. Lamb is one of the top receivers in the NFL. He's registered at least 935 receiving yards in all 4 of his NFL campaigns. Lamb has also made 3 straight Pro Bowls and first or second-team All-Pro the past 2 years. In today's passing era, NFL teams simply don't let that kind of talent at receiver leave. Granted, the Kansas City Chiefs traded away Tyreek Hill 2 years ago, but the Chiefs signed him to a second contract before they elected to spend their salary cap space elsewhere. Rumblings that the Cowboys could move on from Lamb have surfaced in August, though, because Dallas owner Jerry Jones told reporters on August 8 that the team didn't have a sense of urgency to sign Lamb to an extension. CBS Sports' Joel Corey wrote that after Jones' admission, Lamb removed any reference to the Cowboys from his social media bios. Lamb is looking for his first post-rookie contract with the Cowboys. Spotrac projected him to be paid $34 million per season. With such a deal, Lamb would become the 5th receiver to have at least a $30 million average annual salary. 3 of those other 4 wideouts signed those deals this offseason. Cowboys COO Stephen Jones, though, said on the Athletic Scoop City podcast in July that Lamb wants to be the league's highest-paid non-quarterback. Minnesota Vikings receiver Justin Jefferson is the current highest-paid non-quarterback, averaging $35 million per season. Lamb has been absent from Cowboys training camp this summer. He is set to make $17.99 million on the 5th year of his rookie deal, but he is not guaranteed anything beyond 2024. Lamb can receive a $40,000 fine for each day he misses of training camp. He is also subject to additional fines for each preseason game absence. It will take at least a near-historic deal to sign Lamb. But the Steelers have the ability to meet that demand. Spotrac reported the Steelers possess the 4th most salary cap space for the 2025 season. A big reason why is because the team doesn't have a quarterback under contract for next year. In case they want to sign Russell Wilson or Justin Fields, the Steelers can't spend lavishly. But they have the space to sign Lamb to a massive deal. That, of course, is if they are willing to depart with the draft capital necessary to acquire him. That's likely the bigger potential sticking point for the Steelers in any potential blockbuster receiver trade. According to multiple reports, the main reason the Steelers have been unable to acquire Aiyuk is because they have not met the 49ers' trade demands. It's unclear if the Steelers are interested in potentially acquiring Lamb. So, it's impossible to know if they would be willing to offer more for the Cowboys receiver. But it's highly likely that Lamb will be more costly to acquire than Aiyuk. On August 13, Bleacher Report's Alex K. projected Lamb to be worth 2 high draft picks and a significant player. K proposed the Green Bay Packers acquire Lamb for a 2025 first-rounder, 2025 second-rounder and receiver Christian Watson. The Steelers are in the market to trade for an elite receiver this summer because George Pickens is the only wideout currently on the team's roster who reached 210 receiving yards in 2023. Steelers training camp injury report, August 14, Highsmith Limited, 3 players leave practice. The Pittsburgh Steelers held their final training camp practice at St. Vincent College in Latrobe, Pennsylvania, on Wednesday, but it didn't go off without a hitch as 3 players left practice with injuries. LB Patrick Queen got the day off as Mike Tomlin said he would on Monday, the team wanting to get more reps for rookie LB Peyton Wilson. C/G Nate Herbig left practice with an injury, which could hurt his chances to win the starting center job. It looked to be a potential left arm injury for Herbig. CB Grayland Arnold also suffered an injury during practice and left on a cart, which could hurt his chances of making Pittsburgh's 53-man roster depending on the severity of the injury. Head coach Mike Tomlin called it a calf injury for Arnold, speaking to reporters after practice, via Steelers.com. Rookie Wr. Roman Wilson did not practice again after suffering an ankle sprain on the first day of pads. Tomlin said there's no update on Wilson's status. In better news, OLB Alex Highsmith did return to practice, although in a limited capacity, after suffering a groin injury last week. It was a good sign for the Steelers to get one of their premier pass rushers back healthy and on the field. DT Keanu Benton returned to practice after suffering an eye injury in the preseason opener on Friday. Meanwhile, OG Isaac Seumalo, OLB TJ Watt and DL Cameron Hayward got a Veterans Day off. CB Dante Jackson and DL DeMarvin Leal were working off to the side but did not practice as they worked their way back from undisclosed injuries. Leal did go through stretch lines but did not practice. RB Jonathan Ward got injured during practice, as he had ice on his knee and was sitting on a cooler on the sideline and later exited practice. Tomlin said Ward suffered a hamstring injury. The 3 injuries suffered by Arnold, Herbig and Ward are particularly noteworthy due to the impact they might have when it comes to roster decisions and the starting lineup. Arnold and Ward are both on the roster bubble. Any injury that causes them to miss time is going to hurt them when it comes down to whittling the roster to 53. While Herbig will likely still have a roster spot, if he misses time it could affect his chances of starting at center, which already dwindled with 2 exchanges with QB Justin Fields that led to fumbles in the preseason opener. We'll likely hear more on the status of Arnold, Herbig and Ward in the coming days. That's a wrap on Pittsburgh's 2024 training camp, but the team will have a joint practice with the Buffalo Bills tomorrow before its second preseason matchup against Buffalo Saturday night at Acrisure Stadium. Brandon Aiyuk emerged amid trade speculation and closely watched 49ers practice Wednesday at training camp. Brandon Aiyuk wore a bright red t-shirt, black shorts and the focused gaze of a very interested observer at 49ers training camp Wednesday. A day after the 49ers reportedly agreed to a trade that would send Aiyuk to the Pittsburgh Steelers, he looked very much like a 49ers employee still executing a hold-in until his lamed-up contract is resolved. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Brandon Aiyuk? Leave your opinion in the comments.